What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is James. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please do so right now. Click on the bell icon to get notified every single time I do a new video. In this video, I'm going to tell you 5 loan apps in Kenya that you should know about. Let's get those credits rolling. On this channel, during the time that you have been here, we've spoken about so many businesses that you can be able to start. I'll link to a playlist right here for you to get rolling. But how do you start a business with no money? It is important to start looking for finances, and I will talk about 5 loan apps that you should be aware about. I'll rank the top 5 loan apps for you so that you can be able to make an informed decisions. Please note that this is not an endorsement to any single app that I will mention, but if you like them, I'll place a link in the description below where you can get a discount as well if you decide to take financing from them. In this list, I have excluded every single bank loan app. That includes KCB MPESA, that includes FinServ, MKey by Equity, that includes as well Barclays, Timeza, OKash by Bank. I have excluded all those because they are sponsored by banks. These are non-bank apps that you should be aware about. In ranking these apps, I have used user experience, the setup process, and third, limit growth. Those are the 3 criteria that I have used to rank all these 5 apps so that you can be able to start. Number 5 app is OKash. Now, OKash is an app that has been developed by Opera Africa, which has a subsidiary known as OPay. Now, one of the products that OPay has is OKash. It is a relatively newer app than the rest that will be on this list. And the reason that it is at number 5 is what I will explain. Now, to set up on OKash, all you need to do is give them all your details. That is your name, your ID number, your telephone number, your email address as well. And they have a place for referee. And after you have done that, you will need to take a selfie with your phone just to confirm that it is actually you. Then they will require that you take a copy of your national ID. So you'll take a clear camera copy. You'll take a photo of your ID, the front and the back. Once you have done that, then you will be able to get a limit. The reason that this app is at number 5 is because of the user experience after borrowing the loan. In one of the terms and conditions of this particular facility, they have stated that they can send notification to any or all the contacts on your contact list if you fail to pay their facility, which I believe in this case is a breach of what is known as customer confidentiality, and that is the reason why I have placed it at number 5. But the effort to actually download the app, to sign up, is pretty seamless, and their limits actually grow well. So that is the only reason that I have placed it at number 5. App number 4 is called Stawika. Stawika is also a new app, not as known as the others that will come after this. And Stawika, the way it happens is it has the same kind of process to sign up. You need to give all your personal details. You need to give access to your calls, to your location. There are other permissions that I will show you which you need as well to grant them. The reason that this app is at number 4 at this moment is because they have a very tight credit policy where they hand over their loans to an external party, like an auctioneer kind of person, who even sends demand letters to you. But their limits grow quickly. They're able to appraise you once you have filled in all their details. Their limits grow in a predictable manner. And the reason why they're at number 4 and not number 5 is the fact that regularly they send messages to those people who have been able to pay their loans and offer amnesties. In this case, they offer to waive all the penalties that you would have paid at the beginning, so that it makes it a bit easier for you as a borrower who would have borrowed from them to actually repay them back, and they will give you a limit as well. We're getting to the juicy stuff. App number 3 is called Saida. And Saida is an interesting app because it works a little different from all the other apps that are on this list. Once you sign up with the normal sign up process where you place your personal details as well as your phone number and your email address, you will need to share your MPESA history. And the way to share your MPESA history on Saida is to download the app by Safaricom known as Safaricom M Ledger, where you share the statement that you get from Safaricom M Ledger straight to Saida, and they use that as the way to give you a limit. The only downside to this app is that you cannot really understand how they determine the limits that they give people, and so you may have a good limit now and you may have a lower limit once you have repaid your loan. So that is the one reason that it is at number 3. But the fact that it has a better interesting way of getting the information, your financial information, is what has put it at number 3. App number 2 is called Tala. Now Tala is probably the second biggest loan app in this country. It may become the biggest by the time you watch this video, we never know. But Tala was among the first loan apps to be launched in Kenya, and it has been in Kenya for quite a while now. The goodness with Tala is the fact that they actually grow with you. They come with you from 1,000 shillings. Once you repay that well, they move to 2,000 shillings, and you continue moving on and on. The reason it is at number 2 is the fact that I have not seen a facility from them that is more than a month, meaning that you have to keep on repaying them every single month, and that is the only downside to them. But otherwise, the limits grow well once you are a faithful payer of the loans that you are getting from them. And once you take these loans, please make sure to use them well. Non-honorable mention on apps that did not make it to the list for various reasons. The first one is called Hella Pay. Hella Pay is an app by Finance Plan Limited, and the reason why it is not on the list is for the fact that for quite a period, almost 2 months, it has probably not been operational. I have no idea why. The app is still on the Play Store, but loans are not being given on the app, although it is a good app where you also share your history with them. And the reason why it has an honorable mention is because to sign up for it, you can either use the app or use USSD, and I'll place the actual USSD that you can use in the description below. The second app that has an honorable mention here is called Loan B. Loan B is an app that gives smaller amounts of money, about 1,000 or so, and you can be able to take loans with them. The only reason why they did not make it into the list is because the app keeps having issues and keeps crashing, keeps saying that it is updating user information when you actually don't understand what that means. So that has been happening for a while now, and that's the reason why it did not make the list. App number 1 is called Branch. Now Branch is the biggest loan app in the country if you look at the stats of the number of users who use this app. The reason why it is at number 1 is the limit growth. It can begin from 500 shillings and they give up to 70,000 shillings. And the reason why it is better than Tala is the fact that once you have gotten to higher amounts, you can be able to pay your branch loan for a longer time, more than 30 days. You can even get up to 6 months of loans with branch. The thing that you need to watch out for with branch is the fact that you need to make regular payments with them, because they are in the middle of being a monthly repayment loan, the same way Mshwari is and all these other apps that we've mentioned. And on the other end would be a bank loan where you would get 6 months or more. So their maximum at this moment is at 6 months. If it is different, I will place a correction on the video. Are there any other loan apps that you know of, or what has been your experience with loan apps in the country? Please leave a comment down below. I'd love to see what your experience has been. If you'd like to sign up for any of the apps that we have mentioned in this video, I'll place links in the description below, as well as promo codes for you so that you can be able to get discounts. When you download the app and pay your first loan, you'll get discounts. You'll get about 200 shillings off or 250 shillings off, depending on the app. So subscribe to the channel. We have more new content coming your way. See you in the next video.